let me open our project. This is where we are. And we were talking about the branch, right? Let me just give a quick recap of what it is. Branch is nothing but like a master branch is called the default branch or the main branch, which is there when you create a local repository. Later on, we can create branches, multiple branches as per the requirement. Like maybe if you want to have a separate environment or a separate version or allow parallel development, these branching can be used. Once we learn this branching, pushing to remote and all, we'll talk about the branching strategy and how we can implement CI/CD over that. So all of that is coming in. So first, let's get started with the basic concept of branch. So this is the master branch, right? You can create a branch from this master branch, and when you create a branch, you will get the exact copy of all the files, all the commits in this from this master branch, right? So if you want to see all the branch list, okay, before that, we are on master branch, and this will show the log of the master branch. Before I create branch and go on, I would like to keep the log simple for demonstrative purpose. I would like to just keep it simple and clean. So I just don't want all these commits. Only these two I need. I want this to be the topmost one. So anyone, can you help me out with the command?
It reset it.
Sorry?
Git reset committed.
Yeah, git reset hard.
Git reset hyperable path that I get
Yeah.
committed.
Commit ID. So just making the repository clean. Okay, before I go for branches, just for simplicity in the demonstration. So now, okay, I have a branch and I have two commits. If you want to see all the branches in that particular repository, git branch command will list all the branches. That is only master branch. Now, if you want to create a branch from this master, git branch minus b and some branch name like feature b1 branch. Maybe I want to, let's say, assume I'm a DevOps engineer. I just want to create a new EC2 instance and try it out, but I don't want to mess up the master branch or the main branch, right? I would like to test on a separate branch. So you may give branches like feature slash release. That's a general like a format, like it should show me like whether it is a feature branch or develop branch or release branch or staging branch kind of. If I want to create something for staging, maybe I would give something like this. Or if it is a release branch, something which help me understand which environment it is. Simply you may give like this also, feature b1. It's up to you. I'm just giving this like a feature b1 branch. Now what happens? Git branch minus b. Actually, we don't need minus b. Git branch, branch name. Okay. And then the parent branch, right? So child branch or new branch, parent branch or old branch, whatever you call it. So this is the command. This will create a branch called feature b1 from master. Okay. So that is what it does. So first let's create a branch. It just executed, and now if you see the list, see, you can see there is one more branch, but asterisk, the star indicates the active branch or else the branch you are sitting on. I am sitting on the master branch, right? So the symbol shows that you are on master branch. That's one way to confirm on which branch you are on. Otherwise, git status will also tell you on which branch you are on master branch. Okay, perfect. Like I have two files. I have, okay, one file and two commits, maybe, yes, on master branch. Okay, fine. Now let me switch to B1 branch, feature B1. When I say B1, I mean feature B1. How do you switch the branch? Git checkout. Checkout is the command to switch the branch. Okay, git checkout. See, it tells you you switch to this branch. How do you confirm? See, the asterisk is now moved to feature branch. Also, when you run the status, see the commands, the concept remain same with respect to every branch. Just assume them like a um, just assume them like a virtual folders. Okay. Feature branch is the name I'm giving to the new branch, Shankar. Yesterday, I have explained this concept of branching elaboratively, and today I'm talking about the lab demonstration of this. Feature branch is the name I have given to new branch. This is the name I have given to new branch. So it's a copy from master. Whatever in the master branch should be available in feature branch. And when you do status, it tells you on branch, on feature branch. Earlier it was telling that like on branch master, but now if you see the difference, and also if you see the log, it will show you the log of B1. But as of now, both are same because I just created a branch. Okay, fine. Let me go ahead, create some new files in this B1 file2.txt. Okay, I'm just added some lines. So the same old story. What will be the status showing us on which branch we are doing it? See, on feature branch, on branch feature, untracked because it's a new file. You have to add it. Git add file to git add this. Okay. Git commit -m. Uh, let's say created on B1. That's a message I'm giving created on B1, something like that. Done. It's the same story. Like you create new files, you add and commit them. Okay. And now if you see the git status, it shows on branch feature, it's clean. Anyway, you know that you're on this branch. Git log one line. You have the third commit and a new file created on B1. Do you think these are available on master also? Do you think file 2, commit 3 available on master? Are they available on master branch?
Yes, sir.
No.
No.
They are
No.
definitely not available on master branch. They are a copy till you make a branch. After you made a branch, they work like parallel entities, right? So whatever you have in B1 will not be by default available on master, right? It wouldn't be available. Okay, anyhow, let us switch to that to confirm. Okay, let us switch. How do we switch the branch?
Check
Check
out.
out.
Git checkout master. So I switch to master. Do you see the Explorer also shows you, right? Only you have one file and the previous log, right? That's what is parallel development. It allows you to develop parallelly. Like you might be working on multiple features, multiple modules, multiple requirements. So that's how you can manage the branches. Allows parallel development. The same is useful for maintaining versions, maintaining environments, which we will also talk about, right? So it's not available. This much clear, everyone? Any confusions in this part? Is this much understood? Okay. It is pretty straightforward, and I believe that's clear for all of you. Confirm me if anyone, like, if still any questions, let me know. Okay.
So
All right.
after checkout, that file also switched to master branch, right, ma'am?
File is not switched. Where is the file? At the Windows Explorer, you don't see the file, right? File 2, is it there? I just switched the branch. Nothing will be automatically switched. No, those are two separate entities. It allows parallel development. Automatically, you don't see the things available. Okay. So, right. So now, okay, fine. There are two branches. I can switch to any branch, do whatever changes I need. That allows parallel development to develop multiple features, multiple modules, or to work on different environments. This will be helpful. But now, um, I just want to, let's say, okay, B1 is like a feature, B1 branch is like a temporary branch, a draft kind of. Okay, I have created it and I'm working on it, but now I want to bring the changes from B1 to master. How to do that? How do we bring the changes from B1 to master, and what is that called as? How do I integrate changes from any branch to some other branch, from one branch to another? Like how do we integrate changes from one branch to another? Because I told you, maybe if that feature branch is like a temporary purpose, I just want to try out there. Once my changes are done, I just want to integrate them to the actual branch, the original branch, the main branch. So how do we integrate changes from one branch to another? This kind of integrating changes from one branch to another is called merge. And the syntax is git merge source branch to destination branch. Your source destination could be vary. So the command is git merge. I'm already on the master branch, destination branch. What is our source here?
Source is a B1.
This is the source, right? This is the source branch. Correct? So, sorry, destination branch. We don't have name as a destination. That's just a syntax. So, okay, you can see here, right? It tells you that it has merged, updating, fast forward merge happened, and you can see this file came in. Now, if you do ls, you will see the files, git ls files. Git log. Let me check git log one line. It will show the log of master. See, third comment also available. So whatever commands you run here will be available, I mean, will be applicable on master. But if you want to see the log of any other branch, yes, give the branch name here. It will show you the log of that branch. Both are same because I merged it now. Hope this concept is clear. And whatever we have done now is called simple merge or fast forward merge. Any questions from anyone in this part?
No question. So always the merging starts from the master, or it can be start from the feature slash B1 also.
You mean merging from master to B1?
Yeah, or it is vice versa.
It could happen either ways. You can merge
Okay.
from any branch to any other branch, but general use case would be we work on temporary branch, then we just merge to the parent branches. But maybe something else changes you want to bring into your branch later on. Yes, you can do vice versa also. Standard practice is we work here, then merge to the parent one.
Thank you. Okay.
You mean to say these actually sub branch what we created, all these would be lying in the local repo, right? I mean, like these ones, the other branch that we newly created.
As of now, they are on local. We'll also push them to remote. Those branches will move to remote. But as of now, yes, they are all local for now, confined for me.
And I mean, once actually we create a new branch, right? Is that a working copy is also created in the subsequent, like say, working directory or staging area? No. I mean, it's created only in the local repo. Just a question.
Everything is in local repo only, right? Whatever we are doing, you see, everything is in local repo. Imagine like there's a local repo. You will have branches in this local repo. Those are virtual folders. Imagine them to be virtual folders in this local repository.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, fine.
Just imagine they are just virtual folders. You can switch over them and work with them. Okay, so this is about simple branching and merging concept. Now we'll deep dive into some advanced scenario. We are on master branch, right? Let's assume that I'm creating a new file here. Some dummy lines I'm adding. If you are interested, you can add anything. You can get sample files from internet, like some HTML files also, or anything is fine. Okay, so what should I do? What would be the status message showing? By now you are well versed with this, right? What would be the message? It would be showing what are the next steps you have to do and all. So appreciate if you can help me with this.
Track.
Untracked. So yes, git add.
Right.
Now again to confirm, you can check the status. So changes to be committed, git commit -m, let's say file on master. Okay, done. Right, if I see here, I have 3 files. If I see the log of master, fourth commit. So is this third file, this fourth commit, are they available on the B1 branch? By now, you should be, everyone should be clear with this, what happens with it now, right? Definitely you will not have that, right? Let us do that. How do you switch the branch?
Git checkout.
Git checkout.
So still it is in master, right, madam?
Sorry?
Still it is in master only, right?
Right, it is in master only, right? We just created and made the commits.
Okay,
It is
so we are
master.
going to
I'm on master. Here it is.
branch master.
These files here, log is on master. Now I just want to check. Some of you earlier was saying they'll be fine, automatically available on other branch. If still having such confusions, now check this. Now notice this. I'm switching to other branch. Git checkout feature B1. If I switch to this ls, is that third file available? Is that third commit available? They are available only on master. If you see the log, you can see that log of this as well, right? So this is not available on B1 by default. So what you should do? Let's say, okay, I don't want to just integrate. Okay, fine. Some work is happening on master parallelly. On B1 also, I have some other requirement. I want to work here also. Maybe I'm not bothered about what's happening on master. I have multiple requirements. So I'm working on it. I created this file here. Okay. Perfect, right? Automatically, it's not available. Hope you all noticed it and it is clear for everyone. Okay, if any misunderstandings there, please clarify and confirm your understanding here. So it's not available here. Okay, let me do git add. First adding this file, file 3. Okay, the same steps. It will be shown like asking me to commit. Okay, I am working on this same different requirement, but same file on B1. Okay, done. Right. So perfect. If I do git status, it will show me like it's clean and the log will be git log online. Okay, anyway, it will show the log of B1. It is okay. Just checking for this. Okay, let it be. Okay, I'm done. Is this change available on master? I made the changes on B1. Will they be available on master? Definitely no. So switch to master. Right, on master, you don't have that content, right? Whichever is on B1. Okay, fine, perfect. This is what is parallel development. We are doing development in the sense it need not be just code development, right? It could be about your Jenkins configuration files, Terraform files, your CI/CD pipelines, whatever it is, right? So, okay, work is happening in both the branches parallelly. Now, so work is happening parallelly. Now, what I want to do is, okay, fine. I'm done with my work on B1. Okay, B1 is like a temporary branch for me. I want to integrate the changes from the feature branch to B1. How do I integrate?
Merge.
Okay, what is the command?
Git merge and source
What is
and
the
then
source branch?
file one, right? Feature file.
Feature B1 is the source branch, right?
Master.
And the destination is master. So what happens now? What would happen now? Would you think it would merge successfully? What will happen?
It will show the difference, right?
It will show the
Difference, file 3. It will show the content.
okay. Will it merge?
Yes.
No, not automatically merge.
So what happens when you merge now and why it can't merge or why it will merge? Any thoughts? What do you think will happen now? Will it merge successfully?
The content is different between both files.
Okay, any other reason or is it only content different? Okay, so in this case, you cannot do automatic merge. Means automatical merge like it happened earlier will not happen. Why it will not happen? What is the reason behind it? We have to understand. One misconception is people think that because it's same file, it will be showing a conflict, right? This is a scenario where you get a conflict, but general understanding is it's because same file you get the conflict, but there are other reasons beyond that which you need to understand. So let me tell you what happens at the back end and why you would get a conflict. Listen here clearly, follow this. I'll just go with the steps, whatever we have done. First, we went to master branch. We created file 3, committed this, a commit A is created. Sorry. Is this commit A available on B1 branch? When I say B1, it's feature B1. Is it available on this feature B1? This is the name.
No.
This
No.
is not available, right? Okay, perfect. Then what I did on this branch,
Then
I
like
created again this file 3, made a commit called commit B, right? So is this commit available on master?
No.
Right?
no.
This is not available. Suppose if you want to merge, okay, you are trying to merge. The concept of merge is integrating changes from one branch to another. So from this feature branch, okay, which is the source, I'm going to merge into destination branch. The concept of merge is integrating committed changes from one branch to another. Means it should bring all the changes. Of course, other files commits. And if you talk about the list of commits for this particular file, file 3, commit B. That imagine that's a box. Here it is, the list of commits for this file 3 is because it's same file to certain extent correct. But if it is just the same file, it will not happen. Same file. And why do you get a conflict? If you see here, you are trying to merge. Imagine merge will try to bring this box and put it here. Means, 1 second. Mm, we don't need that huge boxes. Also assume that, okay, if A is coming here, this is from B. Okay, this is the commits of master, this is the commits of B1. Commits of master, commits of this. So when merge the concept of merge is from the source, everything should come on here. So should it override the commits of master and put it here? Or should this ignore and keep only A because they are on the same file? Or which one should it keep? Git has a confusion at this point of time because imagine everything from master should come and sit here. Sorry, feature should come and sit here. So Git has a confusion. If Git is ignoring A means it's overwriting. It should not do overwrite. It should not ignore the incoming changes, right? If Git is ignoring or overwriting and taking a decision, there's no point of using Git, isn't it? It should not overwrite the changes. Similarly, it should not overwrite ignore the incoming changes. So Git has a confusion which changes to keep. Why is this happening? It's happening for two reasons. One is same file. If it is just the same file, it will not happen. And it should be same file and your source is missing some commits which are there on destination. I'm writing it so that you would register it thoroughly. Right? What is missing on source? Can you tell me what is a commit that's missing on source?
A.
Assume that, suppose if you have A here, would you get a conflict then? Though it is same file,
No.
you wouldn't get any conflict even though it's the same file. Let me just put that also here. See, sometime back actually we almost looked at the same scenario. the first scenario where you did not get a conflict, but let me put it with same file. Let's suppose you have file A, you have commit B. You made a branch at this point. So obviously these commits will come and sit here, correct? Then again, let's say you are making some commit on this file 1, which is B. Now, will you get any conflict? Same file, but here you are having A and B. Your source is not missing any commits. Obviously, you will not get any conflict here, even though it's the same file. So people there just think that it's same file, same lines, you get a conflict. Conflicts always happens with respect to commits. Forget about files, right? So file should be same, and if source is missing any commits, which are there on destination, right? Already on destination here B is there. It's sorry, A is there. But that A is not there on the feature branch in the first use case. So you got a conflict. Hope this is clear. So Git will show you a conflict. Git doesn't know. Git is after all a tool. Okay, it cannot decide which commit to override, which commit to keep, or what to do with those commits. So fast forward merge fails here, automatic merge fails here. Git has a conflict. Git will show us the conflict. So Git means conflict is not something which you should avoid. It's a good one, right? It's a good to have. Like it's telling you this is the scenario. Handle it, because as a DevOps engineer or the owner of those files, particularly, it could be from any team. They should decide what to do with these changes, right? I own these changes, so I will be deciding which changes to give. Means you have to fix the conflict. It's a good thing. It's not something which you should avoid. Am I clear with this?
Ma'am, commit is just a message, right? So why it is like tracking through commit?
Is this your first class, Jayant, or yesterday you joined the class? Just want to know.
Ma'am joined yesterday.
Okay. Commit is not a message. If you remember, commit is very important. Whenever you run git commit message, this is the command.
Right.
Right? Every commit will generate a commit ID that is registering your changes into the local repository. Every commit will generate a commit ID. Here A, B, these are commit IDs. Because I can't write those alphanumeric ones, I'm adding it as such.
So the ID is not matching, that's why we are getting conflict, right?
Not ID is matching, it's because commit is missing on the source branch. This commit A, whichever in master, is not there on the feature branch. That's why you are getting a conflict. Means commit means what is actually there in that commit? Changes, right? Whatever changes you made to those files, those are all saved. So basically those are not there, which are registered in the local repository. Understood?
Yeah, ma'am.
Any more questions from anyone else?
Preethi, can you please come? Can you explain this again? Because I have some doubt. I didn't get fully.
Which part you want me to go through?
Even though if a commit is not happened on A, but it
Mm.
is if the commit is happened on the B part, so A is also committed, right? Whatever they have modified in the A, that should be get committed in the B, right? Commit B.
Commit A, commit B are two different commits.
So how does it relate to destination when something is not committed in A? Sorry, in the B.
In the branch, are you talking about commit A, commit B are the two
Yeah, I mean to say, yeah, branch B1, branch B1.
uh, mm,
So we have committed in the B, right? In the branch B1, we have committed B.
mm,
So whatever the changes that are there in the staging area that are committed, and it is saved to the local repository.
mm, mm,
So
yeah,
we are trying to merge B with the file the master branch.
mm,
B1 with the master branch.
mm,
So
mm.
what are the whatever changes are there that should automatically get updated in the master branch, right?
You are talking about this use case. Yes, it will. Because like when you see it's the same file, okay, you are trying to merge here, it will be a perfect merge because whatever in the destination branch are already here, okay, you are making a new commit, you will merge it, it will happen, right? But here, like already on this file, there is some commits already there. but those are not there in the source. Now, if you are making a new commit on top of that on the same file, because the source is missing those commits which are already there in the destination, this is the confusion it will have. Imagine just this box should come and sit here. That is the meaning of merge. Box means here I mean list of commits.
Is it going to compare the commits or it is going to compare the data on the file? Hello, am I audible?
1 second, yeah. Can you please come again?
Is it going to compare the commits or it is going to compare the data on the both the files?
It is going to compare the commits, commit IDs. That's what I have written. Same file and source is missing some commits which are on destination on the same file. Let's say you are modifying the same file. Okay, under the same regarding the same file means here I'm checking the commits of that file. Maybe
So it might be the two different files. The data might not be the same. So
one
the
second.
two different files where I want to merge two different things into one.
Let me complete. Let me
Okay.
commits of file 3. Commits of file 3. Here I'm talking about this is the list of commits of only this particular file, which is like a same file we are merging. We are trying to merge changes of the same file. Commits of file 3. Okay. Commits of file 3 on feature branch is only B. Whereas commits on file 3 on master branch is only A. Okay. They are different. Like if you are trying to merge, it should merge successfully if this is the case. Source should have all the commits of that particular file when you are merging. That is the point here. Don't get confused with the
So,
commit, the
so
branch.
you mean the both data is available in the B1 feature, right?
Yes.
After commit.
Yes. Only this additional new commit should be there on the source. Only the additional commit should be there, isn't it? That's what, otherwise, what will happen? It will ignore or it will overwrite. It doesn't know what to do. Am I making sense? Let's say this file 3 on commit A, you might have some changes. Commit B, some other changes, right? Let me talk about with respect to changes, if that is clear or easy for you to understand. File 3 is having line 1. File 2 is, source branch is having line 2. If you are merging, which line should it keep? How does Git know? How does Git take the decision? Got it now? Understood now? This is line 1. Okay. Here it is having only line 2. Assume line 1 is empty. Okay. Just for your understanding. Line 2, you only line 2. Okay. So should it keep only line 2 or should it keep only line 1 when it is merging? Am I making sense for whoever still having confusions?
Both line 1 and line 2.
Why it will keep both line 1 and line 2? Did you tell that?
Because there is no
That's
conflict happening.
not how it works. What it does is, if it is the same file, whatever commits you have on master should be there on file 1. Means line 1, line 2. See, talking about lines would be incorrect because those lines, those code changes could be anything. Your source should not miss any commits on that file when your destination. This is the simple rule. Because lines means it leads to a lot of confusion. So we don't talk with respect to what changes you are making. This is the thumb rule. So source should be, if you are trying to merge the same file, source should be having all the commits on that file, whichever on destination. That's all.
If I'm making two different files to merge, like forget about A and B. If there is file 3 and some other file like file 2, I want to merge the two files to destination. Then does it happen that will copy both the lines?
It will merge, right? First time we have seen that without conflict. That's what I'm telling. If it is same file and source is missing commits, then only you will get a conflict. Otherwise, all of them will be direct automatic merges. Try to execute it once from your end, whatever you are asking. Okay, that will help you when you put it on the paper, like when you do it with your hands, like when you do hands on, it will be clear. Just try once
Okay.
what you are talking about. If it is the same file And if source is missing some commits, you will get a conflict, because I explained this part also. This is what Git has a confusion, whether to keep only commit B, ignore commit A, or whether ignore B and put just commit A, or which one to keep. Git has a confusion. This should not happen. Source should have all the commits for the same file. So now that is the same scenario in our case. I just cancelled it. I'm on master. I did not run that. Okay. So here just before that, the log. This is the log. Okay, here, and this is the log of feature B1. Right, this is what you have. So what is the commit that is missing? Our source is feature B1. What is the commit that is missing, which is on destination? Can anyone just, what is the commit ID? You can tell me.
8230.
This is missing on
First one.
for that particular file, right? This is the one. So let us see what happens when you merge it. Git merge source is feature B1 master. Okay, so you are having a question, it should merge, right? That's a different comment, this is a different comment. But think here file-wise also. But thinking with the file-wise becomes practical impossible in reality, because your files may have different configurations and all. But at least at this point, if you still have confusion, see this. Master branch is having this line. B1 branch is having a different line, right? So which one will it keep when I merge? Both are line 1 only, right? I don't want to explain this way because tomorrow lines may be different, but still you will get a conflict if source is missing any comment. So I wouldn't take this example, but at least to clarify the things at this point. See, line 1 is having this file. I mean, this line there, the line is different. You should not check this way, but for clarity and simplicity, I'm showing what you should do. Same file, and if source is missing the comments on that file, you'll get a conflict, right? Because Git doesn't know. Should it overwrite and keep line 1 of B1 branch, or should it ignore B1 branch? What it should do. So at this point, first see this message. Automatic merge failed. Merge conflicts in file 3. Automatic merge failed. You have to fix the conflict and commit the result. We'll fix the conflict, but hope you all understood that the reason for the conflict. As you understood the reason for conflict, here, whenever you get a conflict, open the file in an editor. Okay, when you open the file in an editor like this, okay, it will show you this. What are all this? Just let me open it in a notepad also. Any editor you may use. 1 second. I'm sorry, my bad. See, you may use any editor, but there's another advantage of VS Code editor. See, this file will show you. See, this file will show you, hello, I'm on master. Head means contents of master. Here, feature branch means this is a content of B1. Either it's a like a VS Code editor or any editor, whenever you get a conflict, your file will be shown like this. This indicates these are the changes from master, these are the changes from B1. That's what I'm telling. It doesn't know what to do. If it is if you are using Notepad or any other editors, you can edit the files. But in reality, when they are very huge, editing as such will be difficult. If you use editors like this, it will give you options. Accept the current change means just keep only the master. Current means master changes. Incoming, accept incoming means keep only B1 or accept both. Or if you want to compare, you can compare. These options are another additional advantage of using editors like VS Code. Now I want to keep both, so I'll select both. Here both these branches are like I own those changes, so I will decide them. That's all I want. And whenever you make any modifications in Git, what do? After modifying any file in Git, what should we do?
Stage.
Git add commit.
Stage that.
Commit.
Right?
Save, then
So
commit.
that's all I'm doing. Git commit -am. Conflicts resolved. This is how you resolve the conflict. That's it. Conflicts resolved. Now, if you see the status on branch master, your file is having both the lines. So how did we resolve a conflict? Just nothing but run the merge command. Your file will have changes from both the branches. You edit the file like how you want it to be. To edit this, you may use notepads or VS Code editors. It's up to you. VS Code editor give you a lot of flexibility and ease. Am I clear?
Can we check the commit ID now on both the branches once?
Sorry?
Ma'am, is it okay to check the commit ID on both the branches once to see how it
Yes,
looks?
yes, I'll do that. I'm just
Okay.
waiting for people's confirmation. I'll show you that. So this is on master. This is on, sorry. B1. You should, so because we run a commit right after modifying the file, conflicts resolved. Just conflict is added. You should not follow up like the commit IDs, changes, comparing them. It doesn't work. Like in reality, you'll have huge number of commit IDs. Only the point is the conflict comes in if source is missing some commits which are on destination. You resolve it. Whenever you resolve it, you will see a new commit ID added. And the point is to understand the point, what you should understand is you don't have to go through this commit IDs and all. What you have to understand is whatever we made, merged and committed, those changes are available master. What would be the content of B1 on file 3? This clarity you should have. Not about the IDs, but you should have this clarity. What will be the content of file 3 on B1 now?
Only
Will
the
it,
single line.
let us see. Will it also have both the lines?
No.
No. See, it just has its own, because merge will affect only the destination branch, not the sources. Right? This is another clarity you should have. What merge does. Merge will integrate changes from source to destination. Only your source branch will be affected, not the master. Hope this is clear for everyone. The concept of branching, merging, right? We will be doing lot many things with this. And remember one more thing, we did not go to remote yet. We are still here on local. Okay, we did not go to remote. We'll go to remote. Before going to remote, just still people are having confusions on where to check the repositories. Let me just have a quick walk through that. Where
Preeti,
the lab.
remote can we cover tomorrow because I have to practice all these
Sorry?
for better. I mean, can we cover remote tomorrow? I mean, wanted to practice all these today, then it would be good actually, yeah, with hands-on. These, I mean, this branching one and remote, can we take it up actually tomorrow? Yeah.
Just come to this home, like go to your live training. Sorry, go to your self-learning, my learnings, and go to the view program. Okay, here are your recordings, and still people who haven't logged into the LMS, I'm showing for them. These are your class recordings, the relevant assignments, the relevant lab exercises, the quiz, and inter questions. And my team is following up with the exercises and the stats every day. Please respond and please be responsive. Your response will help us drive the program better. We are following with every individual so that everyone will complete the quiz, practice, and come up with all these things, practice the next day, so that you will be following the topics day by day and master them on regular basis. Not that you do practice after some days, but only thing is you should dedicate some time, put some time for your hands on definitely. See, you might be working people, very busy professionals. I definitely understand. You have to put some time dedicated for your hands on apart from the class time, not in the class time. Okay. In the class, I would suggest everyone to just listen, spend some 1 hour or two, whatever it could be, stretch yourself for a couple of months, for 2 months. That's what you should do. Right? Any other questions if you have relevant to the lab access or where are the assignments and all, feel free to reach out to us. All the Git assignments were here. And today we were talking about the branching part, which might be there here in the day 4.1 conflicts part. Okay, I'll come back to this part later. Any questions from anyone in this part?
Yeah, Preethi, one question. You are doing this, means selecting the changes from both file. You have selected from VS Studio, right?
Mm.
For example, we have only Linux, okay, command line.
Mm.
There is no GUI available. Then how we will select that option through command line?
We have a Visual Studio Code for Linux also.
Yeah,
Okay.
but in some cases, if Visual Studio is
I'm
not allowed in
explaining,
my organization,
I'm explaining that I'm not completed it.
okay,
Let me complete. I'm telling all the options. Give me a minute.
okay.
So if
And hello?
VS Code editor is available on Linux also. Okay, that's first option you can do. The another option is if you are using a Linux server, VS Code can connect to remote machines also. That also I'll cover in the classes. Second option. Third option is you have some CLI commands like a git merge diff tool kind of from CLI part. That is another option you have. Simple add-ons you can install to compare those files from CLI. And the fourth option is you also have git GUI. You can also use that. There are different versions for Linux systems. Those are just add-ons or something like that to visualize the files better. But the general practice or the advice is we'll be using VS Code editor or any editors for remote connectivity as well. That is always provides more flexibility and ease. So try out anyway connecting a VS Code editor to remote machines. I'll show you. You can try it out.
Okay.
And we'll be connecting that via SSH. We'll cover SSH concept, how to connect that. That's where we'll go with. Okay.
Hello, madam.
Yes. Hi.
Madam, what what is the
One,
command of git
yeah,
bash?
one second,
Sorry.
Venkatesh. We are
Okay.
not yet done. Please don't leave the webinar. Okay, we are not yet done. I just have shown you the website, but I'm not yet done. Yes, please go on.
Yeah. I mean, what happened that while using the git branch command?
What happens? Git branch will list all the branches in your local repository. List all.
Yesterday quiz I was getting, you will create the new branch as well as you will get the list of branch.
Mm. There is another command also, right? Maybe they were talking about creating branch also. We use this, right? Git branch, B1 master, we did today. So it
Yes,
could be
ma'am.
that, but I'll check the question and I will check it and we'll clear it. Like we'll put it more appropriately.
Okay, ma'am. But actually, git branches just for the list of branch.
Yes, Git branch, branch names, those are for creating new branches. If you want to, okay, I'll come to that part later. I just want to talk about different options. I'll explain that later.
Okay.
So now that we were talking about,
Hey, one question over here. So, being a DevOps engineer, you would be facing this issue in Kubernetes scripts and Terraform scripts.
could be anything, right? Here I'm talking about it in general. Yes, when you're managing your Kubernetes manifest files, you manage them and version control them in your repository, right? So let's say these are all your Kubernetes manifest files. And another team member will be working with it parallelly. You may get conflicts, you will be working, you have to version control those files, right? So that's what I'm talking about from the beginning. Everyone should know it. These files are dummy files now, but once we focus with our code, we'll be having real files where we will be managing them with the real content, real files. That's what it is needed. Now let me go through another interesting concept called stash. So what is the stash? I'll go with the use case scenario first. Let's say you are in a working directory. Okay, you are making some changes to your files, file 1, file 2. Half of the work is done. Okay, you have done half of the work, you are done with it. Then came some priority tasks from my manager. Okay, there is some emergency, some modifications, changes, so I need to push. I need to modify this file and I have to push this to remote. That's a priority task. Okay, whenever I'm pushing this to remote, because these are unstaged changes, right? Unstaged changes in my working directory, it will keep on asking me to add and commit. Correct? It will ask me to add these files and commit, but I cannot do that because those are incomplete, only halfway done. At the same time, I don't want to discard them, right? Because like most of the changes I have completed. But I want to, whenever I push this a particular file, I want to commit this, it will prompt me to add and commit those incomplete changes also, which I cannot do. Always the thumb rule is your repository should be clean. Whenever you are merging or pushing, repository should be clean. That's a thumb rule. If that's not clean also you can do. But yes, when when I'm having some work in progress, but if I have to attend some other priority task, if I want to keep those changes on hold, that's where stash comes in. Means what I can do is, I can move those unstaged changes in my working directory to some temporary shells, virtual temporary shells, which is called stash. Right? I can move these changes to the temporary work shells. This is called stash. Okay, I'll attend the priority task. Okay, I'll do other push, other commits, other pushes to remote. Okay, other release is done. Now, if I want to attend back, I can get the changes, those unstaged changes from temporary shells, which is called unstash. Right? That is an interesting concept. This is all how you manage your repositories, local repositories. Right? So this is the concept of stash. This will be more clear with the practice, with hands-on. So let me show you the lab. Let me just come to this. Any branch you can do. Okay, it is applicable to any branch. Anyhow, I would prefer doing it on master. You can do on feature also. Okay. So I'm on master branch. I have some bunch of files. I see the status. It's clean. Okay. Now I'm just modifying this file one. Okay, I added some line here. This one also. Okay, so I just modified those files. See, you see them like modified. Modifications went there. When you see that, changes not staged means what changes are those and where are those changes? What are those changes actually? Unstaged changes, right? Unstaged changes, not staged means these
In
modifications.
working directory only.
Working directory, unstaged changes, not staged changes. Now, if I have to attend this file, if I have to make changes and I have to push those commits, it will keep on. Whenever I try to do that, it will keep on telling me to add and commit them. Right? But I don't want because only incomplete. They were halfway done. I cannot just push the incomplete changes. So, as I want to just put them on hold, what I can do simply git stash. Command is very simple, git stash. So when you do git stash, you see here, that is clean. Those changes are gone. It's not showing anything. If you run here, status, before status, see here, stash is showing, saving this working directory. This is the topmost commit ID, right? That's what it was showing. Status, okay, is clean. Means, am I lost? Like, have I lost my changes? Git stash list. Sorry, git stash list. It will list the stashes. See, every time you run a stash command, it will give you the stash ID. Okay, it can do git show that stash number. Right? It will tell you, see file one. Where is this? File name. Right? It will show you the file name. So file 1, it is showing changes of file 1. This is the line I have added, right? So changes of file 2, right? And this is the line. It was showing all the changes. They were stashed. Every stash will create a stash number starting from index 0, right? Index 0 means first stash. Okay, fine. All of them are over there. Now if I want to get it back, git stash pop that stash number. Copy the stash number. Okay, get the stash pop stash number. Get the stash pop stash number will give you the changes back to the working directory. Also, it will drop the stash from temporary shells. Means it will clean up the temporary shells, right? Let me show you. See, it tells you changes were back. You can see them. See, changes were back. Also, it tells you drop it. First, let me show you stash list. It's gone. Nothing on temporary shelves. Now, status. See, unstaged changes are here. Understood? Everyone, is this much clear? Stash and unstash. There were different things you can do with it. Before I go to one by one in them, understood this? Any questions?
If suppose I want to move only one file.
First, please confirm if this is clear. I am going to cover those things. That's what I told. There are different
Yeah,
ways.
this is fine.
Is
This
this
look
much
like temporary folder, right?
virtual temporary folder? If this much is clear, I'll go with the different options. After covering those different options, if you still have those questions, ask me. If they confirm me if this is clear, so that I'll go with the next options.
Yeah, it's clear.
Right, thank you. Now, so we have seen the straightforward stashing, right? Now I again have unmodified changes. Okay, what I'll do is I'm stashing again. Okay, whoever it's not clear also, it should be clear now. I stashed it. Again, you should be able to see the stash list. Again, if you want to unstash, stash pop. But there is another way to unstash, which is apply. Right? So apply, stash apply means you will get the changes back. Again, it's same like unstash, but it will also retain that in the temporary shells. See here your changes back, but you don't see something like it dropped, right? You are not seeing it dropped. Means if you see it in the temporary shells, it is also having a changes in the temporary shells. That is the difference between pop and apply. Means depending on the use case, we can choose either pop or apply. If you do apply, if it is retaining on the temporary shells, later on, if you want to continue this incomplete work on some other branch, you can unstash into that branch and do that. So that's where apply will help. In case if you want to unstash it to some other branch, means you just switch to another branch and unstash there. That's all. Stash is a repository level. So you can switch to any other branches and unstash there also. If you want any such kind of thing, you can use apply or else pop. So depending on the requirement. This is all about how you manage your changes. Again, we don't use this.
Excuse me, one second.
Again, we don't
That
use the
that is
stash. We don't use
hello.
stash much. 1 second, Mahesh.
Okay.
I'll wait. Whenever this stash is useless when compared with other things. This is about how you manage your changes. Like if you want to put them on a temporary shelf for some time and then get them back. This is for your local repositories if you want to manage it. It's not mandatory you should use it. Yes, go on, please. Mahesh, you want to go on with your question? If you are speaking on mute. I can't hear you.
You just said that we can unstash from the different branch, right? So if the files are in working directory, can we access them from the different branch?
Changes in working directory or not stashed changes, right, Mahesh? I'm talking about if you have stashed them, if you have placed them on temporary shells, you can unstash them onto other branches. Unstash into other branches means what is unstash? Getting changes from temporary shells to working directory. So already if that branch is having a working directory some changes, yes, you can unstash even then.
No, if we are stashing it from master, and if we go to the feature branch, can we stash it, unstash it from there?
Yes, we can. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
So that is the difference between stash pop and stash apply. Now there is a copy here. Okay, let it be. If you want to clear it off, git stash drop that particular stash. Okay, that will clean just the temporary shelf, right? That's what you can do if you just want to clean up the temporary shelves. And then, yeah, still here changes are there. Let's say if you want to stash again, git stash, right? But whenever you stash it, if you notice it, whatever unstaged changes in the working directory, everything are getting stashed, isn't it? Like whatever you have two files, everything is getting stashed. So what you can do is git stash. One second. If you want to stash, let's say I just want to stash file 1, I want to commit and go ahead with a file 2. You can do stash on a particular file or a specific file, which is called partial stash or a specific file stash. Right? Yes, Shankar, like after stashing, you can commit and do continue that same thing in your branches. Git stash. See, it will prompt on every file. So file 1, do you want to stash it? Yes. File 2, I don't want to stash it. No. Right? So if you see here, see only file 1 is stashed. File 2 is still there if you notice here. Right? So see here, file 2 is still back there. Understood? That's how you can stash separately. If you want to stash again, do partial stash, or else because it's only one file we can do, they will stash it separately. Git status clean, git stash list. You should see two stashes, right? Stash 0, stash 1. If you want to see what changes were there, git stash show that stash number, right? It will show you what changes over there. Similarly, stash 1. Oh, right. If you want to see, actually, just to show will show the changes rather than show. Git stash will show the file name kind of, but just simply show on the stash number will show the content of it. Right now, if you want to unstash, you can unstash whatever stash you want. Git stash pop that stash number. Clear, everyone? And one more last option is like if you want to drop anything like a delete git stash drop, right? Or else if I want to clear everything from temporary shells, I don't want to unstash, just clean it. Stash clear. That will clean the entire stash list. Gone. Right? Those are the different things. Let me summarize before I take up the queries. Summarizing may help you get clarity. This is simple stash. What this command will do stash, move changes from working directory to temporary shells, right? And then what this pop is not there here. Okay, no worries. Git the stash pop and the stash number. Pop number. Okay. This will bring changes from working directory to temporary shells plus clean the temporary shells. Okay. And then we have git stash apply. Git stash apply. Git stash apply will also do the same. You will get the changes from the temporary shells plus it will not clean the temporary shells. That's the difference, right? And then git stash minus p will stash a particular file, a specific file if you want to stash. Specific file stash, right? And stash git stash drop. Drop means it will not unstash, just delete that stash. Okay, let me add drop and you provide the stash number. Okay, deletes that stash from temporary shells. And clear will, you don't have to provide the stash number. Git stash clear. This will just clean all stashes from temporary. It will not unstash. Hope you got the difference now between these commands, right? Stash pop, stash pop, right? It will unstash and clean the temporary shells. Stash apply, it will unstash and it will not clean the temporary shell. Stash p specific file. Stash drop, it will delete only that stash. Stash clear will clean all the stashes. Any questions from anyone in this part?
Preethi,
Yes.
here you are mentioning git stash minus p, right? Suppose we have three files. How your command should be identified? Which file needs to be stashed from the stash? Stash should be applied, and it should be moved on the dimensions. How it should be identified? Because you
It's
just
giving
enter.
you the prompt, right? On every file, whenever you run this command, it is asking you file 1, file 2, you have to put yes or no. Just now we did, right?
Okay. After
It
that,
is,
we need to specify that. Okay. Okay.
it is asking you, giving you the prompt. I think you missed it. It is giving you the prompt, which one to stash.
Okay. Okay. Got it. Got it.
You will stash it. Any more queries on this part? There is another advanced, the next advanced concept is rebase, which we will get started with tomorrow's class. Rebase is a far advanced concept. You have different types of rebases in local, rebase in remote. So we'll get started with the rebase in the next class. Rebase and remote repositories will pick up in the next class tomorrow. And very important thing for tomorrow's class, please stay back again. I'm not yet done. So, tomorrow you will be getting a new Zoom link, okay? Where strictly only the registered candidates will be joining the classes, right? So to make sure like you are completing your registration, accessing all the courseware, everything, and our team is following up in the WhatsApp group regarding all the hands-on quizzes, right? You can reach out to them for any sort of queries, any sort of help, right? We want to have the training smooth for everyone. So we are trying our level best to facilitate all the best possible we can do by eliminating all the blockers, all the hiccups, and make it a smooth walk for everyone. So cooperate with us. Looking forward for your cooperation in every aspect and avail our support wherever you are blocked. We have a team of people in the group itself. So please reach out to them for any questions you have. Reach out to Mr. Raj for any sort of queries, and there are training coordinators who will follow up regarding the practice things. Any questions from anyone else?
Dipti, this is Mahesh again. Yesterday, I had dropped a screenshot on WhatsApp group regarding this soft and mixed
Okay.
concept. When I was doing the query quiz, I had the same options for both the questions. Can you check and confirm that?
Okay, maybe I missed your message in the chat, long chat.
No issues.
Yeah,
No issues.
I'll check and do that. And by the way, my name is Preethi, not Deepthi.
Sorry, sorry.
No problem. All right then. Any other queries? So if any queries are unanswered in the WhatsApp group, please just ping the question once again. Okay, I'll go through them. Maybe in the list of messages it might. I'll go through that today. I think that's all for today, and thank you all. If you have any questions, further questions, you can stay back. We can continue with the questionnaire part. If there are no questions, and if anyone want to leave, yes, you can feel free to leave the webinar. If you have any questions, you can stay back.
I just want to check with you,
Thank
Preeti.
you, Preethi.
Yeah. Actually, for lateral candidates, right? I mean, say when they are going for, I mean, once this end of this course, when they are going for a DevOps interview, I mean, the expectation, I mean, they are asking like an architect-based questions. I mean, like, so actually, there is a way like you would be giving us some actually any sample projects so that we can put it in the resumes, kind of like DevOps thing.
We'll give you the projects, we'll cover the scenarios which will replicate or which will simulate the real environments. But projects like we can't provide you project, right? I don't have any real project. I don't have any vendor.
I mean, basically, what I am saying is like, say, when we go for interview, right? They ask us to say some Kubernetes deployment or kind of OpenShift deployment. So any kind of a use case. I mean, we can show the existing project itself, saying that we were working on the deployment activities in terms of like any use cases or how to show up like what
Those will
all.
be covered for sure. Kubernetes deployment is very basic question. Those much beyond that are covered in the course with the real applications, with the real scenarios. Yes, we'll cover that. You'll be well equipped to explain that particular question. Any other sample questions, ask me, like which you are talking about. Architect means that's a wider topic. So just elaborate and be specific on what sort of questions. Yes, as you asked Kubernetes deployment use cases, yes, they are pretty much covered.
Okay, okay, got it. Thanks. Yeah.
Like for your application, how do you take it to Kubernetes from the scratch? How do you have different deployment strategies? How do you automate those deployments in CI/CD pipeline on EKS, which is a managed service of Kubernetes? That is covered. Even after deployment, like how do you manage the high availability of your application with auto scaling? That is covered. Like how do you monitor them with the Prometheus is covered? How do you deploy them with the secured access using GitOps principle with Argo CD will be covered. All of that are pretty much covered. Like,
Okay.
see, one thing I can assure everyone, just you might be seeing a lot of questions, a lot of mess over the internet because see, too much of information is sometimes overwhelming and confusing the people, right? I can
Correct.
assure you this course will help you in a way. Just trust the content, master the content, not just trust the content and just look at it and just attend the class and leave it. The clauses is trust the content, master my content. I can
Okay.
assure you can work confidently in your products. I wouldn't say, okay, exactly the same application will be there, exactly this one, because no one can replicate those exact 100% or 100% applications, no one can bring. Even though people will tell that, okay, I'm providing live applications, that is not at all true. You just go and check what sort of those applications are all. I just want to be true what I am providing, what I can provide, what are the limitations we have, right? But like whatever scenarios I'm covering here, particularly Kubernetes, Terraform, Jenkins, right, and Docker, right? These four, even Ansible, Prometheus, of course, because see, these are the major core part. Git
Yeah,
is
yeah.
the Git is this is not just to only one candidate. I'm just talking in general. So take up any other tools, master this content, master my topic. You would be very well confident to clarify, clear your interviews or work in your project. There definitely scenario. I mean, the environment might be different. The scenario might be a little different, but with the exposure you have here and the use cases you cover here, like we will help you handle them better.
Okay, okay. Yeah.
Like
Yeah, Preeti, thanks for information. But the one thing is here, like even I was got interviewed, and they were mainly focused upon the security as well. Apart from these concepts, core concept. We are mainly focusing on security as well. So that part also, I think I'm just reminding you.
Sure. Sure. I will make a note of it.
Yeah.
Security specific, we don't have anything. Like we have GitOps to manage the Kubernetes security. We have a security aspect for every tool. That's how we will cover. But it's not that every interview will be focusing on security specifically. Maybe some of the interviews it might be the case, definitely, but that's not the general use case. Yeah, we will take care of it.
Sure, sure. Thank you.
All right then. That.
Preethi madam,
Hmm.
1 minute.
Yes, please.
Actually, I have experience in telecom domain. Actually, last 3 years I was working in a same like Git and CI/CD concept and Kubernetes also.
Mm-hmm.
But in CI/CD, actually backend that the platform team is there. They only take the responsibility. Just I use the tool only.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So really, I don't know what they're doing in backend. So how to bring up these things? I mean, CI/CD tools and everything.
So
So nowadays,
you are
yeah.
using Jenkins for CI/CD, means you are creating jobs, you are creating your pipelines. Is that what you are doing?
No, ma'am.
Mm.
Actually, they are creating these things. I
Okay.
mean,
Mm.
I use the GitHub, whatever the config files, I just push the in GitHub and
Like
I
which
directly push to the
files
remote
you
server.
are pushing? Like which files you are creating in Git and which files you are pushing?
So I'm actually here some configuration file is there. I'm a telecom domain.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I feel some configuration files also there, like that is some configuration and
Okay,
Kubernetes files.
let me ask this way. What are those configuration files doing? Like what are they, what are the expectation or what is their use case?
Actually, this is for deployment. Actually, I was working in the deployment only. I'm in
Okay.
Kubernetes concept. Okay.
Okay.
So before deployment, we just, I mean, some few people are in our team. So all are working the same GitHub. So whatever changes implemented, actually in values.yaml, the Kubernetes concept.
Mm-hmm.
Values.yaml, if I made some changes and just I upload the Git. This
Okay.
basic things I will do.
Okay. Got
Not this much clarity. So
it.
nowadays I'm preparing my actually I was preparing my resume with telecom with telecom domain with I I I was writing some to Kubernetes and Git some things. So still I want to go to the even telecom domain, or is it possible to switch complete DevOps?
You want to switch to DevOps, all right?
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah, any domain you can switch to. It's not specific to domain. Even I worked in telecom.
But interviews not actually not believe me. Still, I am not using the this concept because
Now after this course, you will add all these tools in your resume. You will
okay,
point to the current project with all the automation tasks using these tools. Means let's say today, like let's say tomorrow, I'm going to show you Terraform provisioning the infrastructure. You will put
okay,
the same use case there, but into your current telecom project, right? So the project
yeah,
would not be, your domain would not be the focus here. What you have done with Terraform is the focus in your project. Tomorrow it could be some other banking domain. The use case, like how do you provision infrastructure with a Terraform remains the same with the banking or whatever. Of course, security things, environments would differ. That would be your focus, should be your focus in your resume, not the project or the domain. How to showcase that in your resume, we can help you with. Okay, you can connect with us one on one. I explain your project, like what actually the project, whole project is about. At least give us a gist what it is doing and what were you doing currently. Whatever task you are doing now, we'll be leveraging that with the DevOps tools
yeah.
and add it in the resume. Okay, you can reach out to us.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, then, yeah, that's all from my end. See you then. Okay, we'll talk about many interesting
Ma'am,
aspects. Mm. Yes, please. Hello.
yes, ma'am. Ma'am, just asking, we'll cover this in 2 months, right, ma'am? or it will be extended also?
It will be 2 months. We have the schedule per day, like we have the micro schedule, we'll follow that. We will cover that in 2 months. I'm trying to share that micro schedule also. Still, it is under preparation. Like, could not give more time out of my busy schedule. Will that micro schedule also.
No problem. Thank
Preethi, kindly share tomorrow's link before 10 minutes. Itself.
Yes, yes. Today, by tonight, it will be shared in our WhatsApp group. WhatsApp group will be locked with the students, and we'll share that private Zoom link.
Thank you so much.
Tonight we'll share, and that should be like you should register, and that will be manually approved. So you have to means to and fro communication will be there with everyone tonight. Like we'll share the Zoom link, you have to register there. We'll get the approval message. We have to approve, then you will be able to join. So all of that will be completed by end of the day today. Okay,
Sure. Thanks for the comment.
right.
Preethi, just one question for me. Can you just navigate to the recordings area
Okay.
where the recordings are there? I'm not able to find.
This is the page, right? So you want this? Can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can see now.
You want to check this recording?
Yeah, recordings.
This is the one. This is for essays. Today's will be uploaded here, added into the same place. And when you see here, you have the lab exercises, quiz, interview questions, help pertaining to that particular.
Okay.
Top of it, you have lab notes as well. That you can time some of the PDF, all the presentations I'm using, everything will be there.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, then. Thank you all. Good day. Bye, everyone. See you tomorrow.
Thanks, Preethi. Thanks all.